got a dollar.
There's $99.
All right, Mr. Johnson, come on.
No, go ahead.
You-
We got your
Do we have a volunteer? Who wants to play? Speaker? No. You don't want to play?
I'm the last one who wants to
You don't want
say.
the image of you playing a game?
He would be looking at me.
Go ahead.
You better say.
Ann O'Donnell, you want to play? Who wants to play? All right, come on, Ann.
I don't have any money.
Well, there's always some money stakes. There's always have to be some credit.
But then you explain you won't have any money.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I'm gonna play Joker Poker. Can I do that?
Yeah, Joker Poker, or you can take any one of these 10 or 12 games. So therefore, and this is also, you can up your
I'm
bet,
gonna up
lower
my
your bet.
We're
You're gonna up your
go
bet.
for it.
Yeah, you go up to 15 cents in your bet.
15 cents, let's do it. Ooh,
And it's recommendations of holding or discarding.
okay. Well, I think we're gonna take its recommendations. Oops.
Ooh,
I won.
Do you want to try to double up your money or not?
Yes.
Now you gotta hit a high card, low card.
Did I win?
It doesn't look like you won. It looks like you didn't win on the double up, but you actually won 30 cents.
I won 30 cents, all
So-
right then.
So
But it
therefore,
cost you $1 though.
Oh.
yeah, exactly. So you have some credit.
Okay, so
If you want to go,
I wanna keep playing.
so they're gonna let you double up.
Ooh,
There you go.
Now I'm up.
There you go. You are the winner. You doubled up to 30 to 60. You guessed on the higher or the lower card.
Excellent.
So therefore you won on that one.
All right, so how
So-
do I play another game?
You go exit game. Exit
Okay,
game.
we're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're
Yeah,
done.
the exit game. There's a whole plethora of ones you want to play.
When, for those of you who've not been in these, maybe somebody can describe, this is not what you see every place. This is what you see some.
Yeah.
But some of the times you're walking in and you're buying, supposedly you're buying a card for your long distance telephone.
Or internet time or phone time, and those are more set up to terminals at various locations. There may be 60 terminals, and everything's tied back to a server. These are all kind of everything in one box. This is kind of like allegedly a skill-based amusement machine.
And you know, what we try to do here is not disrupt current Ohio law. Current Ohio law makes a distinction between skill-based and non-skill-based. The difficulty for law enforcement when they go in and hit a machine is for them to try to prove whether it's skill-based or not skill-based. And to do that, quite candidly, you have to have a laboratory that will examine it. And so you have tremendous cost. These are very difficult cases in court. The idea will be to give the speaker and the members of the commission the ability to basically have them certified, to have a laboratory look at them, have them certified. So when law enforcement walks in, there's either going to be a sticker on that or there's not going to be a sticker on it. And it's going to be much, much simpler. And so we deal, our idea is that we deal with the law enforcement question of how do I enforce this, and say it's going to be pretty simple. And we're going to put it to the casino commission. People who want these will have to pay a fee that will cover the cost of testing them. They'll be tested by a laboratory, and they either will be skill-based, and if they're not truly a skill-based deal under current Ohio law, then they can't exist, legally at least. So, and the tough questions we'll give to our other experts here. Mr. Johnson.
What is the current law on machines like this? And do we have any idea how many machines there are in various locations in the state?
Okay, I'm going to refer to my charitable section. Who wants to take that? You want to step up here? Step up to the mic.
Say your name.
Yeah, I'm Pete Thomas, Chief of the Charitable Law Section for Attorney General DeWine. The current law is skill games are an exception to the slot machine definition in Ohio. Slot machines are illegal in Ohio pending the building of the 4 casinos. The skill game has to be actually a game of skill. There's a specific definition in the statute talking about there can't be a device outside the control of the player that determines the outcome. It can't be such of a high skill that the average player cannot achieve it. Those are all steps that we would have to go through to prove.
And give an example of what is legal. What's a classic skill? Really
Pop a shot, shooting free throws, whack-a-mole perhaps. skee
Eye-hand
ball.
coordination.
But these things, some of them on here are like slot machine. They look like slot machines, the reels spin, and you have to stop the item at where it's supposed to be. But we have had experts from laboratories explain to us that even if you were to memorize the pattern, even if you were fast enough to do it, the software morphs that icon into a different icon because it's
They got
programmed.
it fixed, man.
Right.
So is that a legal skill game in Ohio now?
Is
Illegal?
that is the big
A
one.
legal skill?
I don't believe so.
No.
This is a eight-liner.
Identify
slot
yourself
machine.
for 'em.
Jim Renshaw, I'm the chief investigator in the charitable law section.
If
Uh,
you could
Step up
over
there.
to
They-
the mic, that would be great.
Mr. Cohen needs the
Well-
audio there, and everybody else does too.
Jim Renshaw, charitable law section chief investigator. This particular machine, if an expert would analyze it, is a slot machine. It might say on it, in honor of the occasion today, luck of the Irish, by the way, it might say on it sweepstakes, but this is nowhere close to being have any element of skill at all with it. It's a very old machine that's been around the block numbers of places, but it's recently been.
But as you showed me a while ago, when you put that thing up, it looks like, show them the one where it looks
Here, I
like
got this one.
you
This
do
one.
it.
Okay, this one. This one right here.
It
This
looks
is,
like if your eye-hand coordination
Yeah.
quick enough, you could do it.
well, yeah, like you hit play, and you can stop it, and then that didn't win.
You
That
weren't
didn't
too
win.
good.
And so I'm not too good. So like you go ahead and try and play again, and then you try to figure out, can you memorize this pattern? And figure out to stop it when it's a bonus. Can you figure out when a bonus is going to come up?
But even if you do, if you got it right, the machine's set, so you're not gonna win. So it's gonna morph it out, it's gonna take it up.
It's got a random number
Stop.
generator in
You
it
can't
that's
do
going
it.
to decide all of that for you. You can cash in, you can play it blindfolded, you'll get to the same conclusion on these machines as if you were looking at
And
it.
explain when you go into the cafe, so-called cafe, and you buy this card, and then you go to the machine. My understanding is that the machine is just a way to tell you whether you won or not.
Exactly.
It gives you this kind of simulation of having fun, and there's bells and whistles and noises, and, you know, but it's already been determined. You could take that card and show it to somebody who could run it, and they could tell you whether you won or not, right?
Yes. There are
There's skill
viable,
involved in it.
there are viable telephone cards that have actual telephone time on them, but these points are converted for play time, for play on the machines. Yes, there's a product, and that's what, in the case of the sweepstakes machines, they're saying. You're not offering consideration, a main element of gambling, but rather you're buying a product, and then essentially the gambling is ancillary to the operation. But when investigations are conducted, the outcome isn't that way. You can get more points in this. You end up betting your own money, and it's a sham on the sweepstakes side of it. What I'd like to point out just real quickly, though, is that this particular machine in this cabinet doesn't mean anything. It's a software that's in a particular design that can determine what games are playing and what payouts are, and like we said earlier, it's not regulated. But you could well walk into an internet cafe and just have traditional computer screens playing games that wouldn't look dramatically like these cases at all. And then you can have other cases like this that have Ethernet cards set up and are working the internet as well. So a product can be internet time, a product can be telephone usage, or nothing at all. And that's what's confusing local law enforcement and confusing regulators on this, because the perceived gray areas and what some of the distributors of these machines are trying to point out is that that everything's legal because they'll throw a statute up, and then people buying off and investing in the businesses, and then people are being victimized from there.
Mr. DeWine,
Let me, before we get that, Lisa, do you have the handouts? Are they available? Did everybody get one?
they're in the back.
Okay, I just want to make sure everybody got one, because what we have given you today is what we're going to supply to anybody who asks us questions about this. It tries to describe, what's legal, what's not legal in Ohio. It's not exhaustive, but at least in this area.
Because